Hello team, Gavin here from Growing Younger. And do you want to lose fat, but you've got no time to do that? Or you maybe got no spare time to lose that spare tire? Well, this video is going to be a bit thought-provoking and give you some ideas about how to lose weight, get fit and healthy, even though you're really, really time poor. So to put that into perspective, if you really, really want to get fit and healthy, okay, this video is going to be really helpful for you. If you're not and you're using time as a bit of an excuse, probably the wrong video to watch. But obviously, if you're the other person, then stick around because I think it'll be beneficial. So I'm going to try and break this into two parts because you're busy. But really, what it comes down to, you got to be motivated to, and see health as a priority, because there's a really cool sort of saying out there. We've all got time for the things that we want to do. We've all got time for things we want to do. So let's just think, something was to happen at a party, you'd go to it, or at nighttime you got time to watch Netflix, or you got time through the day to scroll through, social media and all that stuff. But because it's easy, because it doesn't take any thought, doesn't take any effort, you can sit and do that. So what I want you to kind of look at first is, before we go into this video, is literally look at the big things that you do that suck your time. Okay, the big things that you do that suck your time. So it could be watching TV, could be scrolling through social media, it could be traveling to and from work, because that's valid as well. It could be you're working shifts, could be you're working long hours in the day, right? But what I want you to understand is that you do not need a lot of time to lose weight. It's an absolute fallacy, and people always think that they need to exercise for hours, spend hours in the gym, all that stuff. And it's just not true, right? So to understand what weight loss is all about, it is calories in, calories out. Okay, so therefore, if you spend less time eating, you save your time and you don't need as many calories. Right? Think about that. So what I'm going to do is going to go through a couple of things that people may be spending lots of time on, and maybe, just maybe, you could outsource that to give you time back to your health and fitness. So what we do at Grown Younger, we're the only over 40 fitness studio in New Zealand, and we help people over the age of 40 get fit, strong, healthy, lose weight, have a better quality of life. And a lot of the times people say to us they want to have better longevity. They want to be around so they can help their family and friends and all those things, and because they're the ones that being relied on. So what a lot of clients we have are women, and they do a lot of the bulk of the chores and the housework and everything else. So my tip number one is cleaning. If you are the only person in your house that does the cleaning, maybe you can outsource that to an older child or your husband or partner, and get them to do that a couple of times a week, right? So if we're talking about exercise itself, like the heart health, if you're looking at heart health and weight loss, you only need to be doing about 150 minutes of cardio per week to look after your health. It's only 20 minutes per day. So if you're spending time doing cleaning and chores, maybe outsource that to your family, or maybe get a cleaner in to do that a couple of times a week to buy back that time. Because if you do that, then you're going to create more time for you to spend on yourself, right? Because the thing of it is, you either pay with time or you pay with money. There's no other way to do it, right? So you got to do it that way. So number one is cleaning. Outsource your cleaning. Number two, now a big chunk of time for a lot of people is going to the supermarket and buying groceries. And really what this comes down to is that you got to drive to the supermarket. It might take you 10, 15, 20 minutes to get there. Then you maybe 20 minutes, half an hour ripping around the supermarket. Then in the supermarket, you're going up and down the middle aisles and you're buying the wines and the junk food and the crap and all the other shit that goes on with it. And then it takes you back. So it might be an hour and a half trip, maybe, right? Depends where you are. So what you could do instead, and this is going to directly relate to your weight loss, is about doing online shopping through like Countdown or whatever local supermarket is for you. Because what you can do is you can plug in that list and then you can reuse that list all the time. And all you need to do is click a click button, sends it off, make your order. You can either pick it up on the way home or you can get it delivered, right? But it's a massive time-saving tip as well for you to do that. And the thing of it is, when you write a list of the things that you actually need, you don't then buy things that you want. So you're not then going to be going to buying that impulse, buying the chocolate or the wine or the crisps or the dips and all that stuff. You're not doing that because you've got a set list. You need cleaning equipment, you need food shop, you need chicken, you need all that stuff. And you don't impulse buy, right? Really important. Saves you a bunch of time. Next one, if you're spending hours on the weekend, lawn mowing your lawns or gardening or cleaning up your yards and stuff, again, you could outsource that to your partner. You could get a landscaper, you could get somebody to come and mow the lawns, once a fortnight. But all those things are going to free you up a little bit so you can actually make a priority of health and fitness. Now, mean, I don't know what that time commitment is. You might think that's a crazy idea, but think of it. If this is a priority to you and your health and fitness says you've got to do something, you've got to give and take, right? So don't always think you have to do everything all the time. You can actually give that to other people to do. Next one, 4, is cooking. Okay. Again, I'm going to say if you are doing all the cooking, jot down just casually throughout the week how many hours you dedicate to preparing the shop, preparing the cooking and cleaning and washing up and all that stuff. You might find you spend hour, 2 hours a day doing the cooking. What can you do? Number one, you can outsource that. Get your partner to cook, teach them to cook, even, right? Or kids or whatever. Or you can do things like you can buy like ready-made meals like this, or swole foods, for argument's sake, who are like health and fitness healthy meals, right? But if you buy this stuff, it's like takes no time. These are about $6 each. Soul foods are about $12 each, depending on what you want. But what you're gonna do, you're gonna save that 1 hour of cooking, and you can eat this, and then you go for a walk or something, right? But if you do like 7 hours a week of cooking, if you half it and you got your 3 hours back, that's all you need to do to get fit and healthy and get into the gym and do stuff, right? So number 5 is going to be the end of the first part of this video. So number 5 is really going to bed earlier and waking up earlier, right? So a lot of the time is I talk to clients all the time, and they literally spend up till 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night just watching TV. When they're sitting there bored at night, between about 9 and 12 or whatever it is a step, they're eating, snacking, drinking, whatever they're doing, right? So if you really want to lose weight, you got to understand that reducing those calories, go to bed a bit earlier means you're not eating, okay? Really cool. And, you're not going to be hungry or tempted or anything else. So go to bed earlier, wake up earlier. What that's going to do for you really is that you're going to get a good night's sleep. You might get that 8 hours back that you're not getting right now. And if you do sleep for that 8 hours, then your hunger hormones, ghrelin, is not going to come and punch you in the face anymore. And you're going to feel more rested. Therefore, your hunger hormones will normalize. Therefore, you will feel less hungry and less likely to snack. All right. So it's a really big tip. And I know a lot of people that it's a big thing to try and go to bed early. Then you just incrementally do it. Let's just say you go to bed at 11 o'clock every single night and you get up at 5, I don't know, right? Then, just go to bed at 10:50, 10 minutes. And then you go 10:40, or you go 10:30. And then over the course of maybe a couple of weeks, you may have been able to clamber back an hour of extra sleep. Therefore, you're not going to be that hungry the next day, right? So that is part 1 of this video. I will close it off here, and be careful. Be ready to watch part number 2 when it comes out. Take care, team. Bye-bye.